I've seen coaches lose it like firsthand. I've seen them snap. And then there's this. This is a whole nother level. This has to be the wildest coaches legitimately I've ever seen in my life. Stay to the end of the video and see the most outrageous one of them all. What is good, everybody out there? Thanks again for checking into another episode of Court Thoughts, the channel where we basically talk basketball. I wanted to do a video around coaches and I was trying to figure out what I would do. So I just got onto YouTube, you know, my major resource for this video content that your boy puts together, and I just typed in wildest coaches and this video came up. And I don't really want to hype it up much more than give you the basics and get straight into this video, okay? Now, the video is from a brand new channel to us, all right? Now, the channel is called WILDEST Hoops. Guys, as always, please make sure that you're jumping over there. You give them a like and subscribe. It absolutely makes a difference. They're a small-time subscriber like me. These guys are sitting at 1,007K subscribers. They're just a little bit over where your boy's trying to get to. So, hey, while you're at it, go ahead and help your boy out. Hit that like and subscribe button. The video itself is called This Would Never Happen in the NBA. Listen, let's see if this is just clickbait titles, and let's just get straight into it. Let's check this video out. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's check out WILDEST Hoops video. Let's do it. Come here, bro. Come here, bro. Come with me. Fuck out my court.
So all the life, you wait for me. Okay, all the life, any one of you.
Oh, bro. Hey, that's that Euro hypeness, bro. Look at that crowd, man. Looks like you're watching like a Champions League game, bro. It's lit. Lit. And that's the Serbs, bro. The Serbs go hard.
Europe is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Not only with the way the game is played, but everything else that
Oof.
comes with it as well.
Oof.
This is current NBA player Nemanja Bjelica, who played for Fenerbahce at this time. But why am I talking about this? What this moment captures is one of the best players in the EuroLeague kicked out the game by his coach after apparently cursing out his teammate. What is crazy about this is that it's during a close game in the fourth quarter. Imagine if we saw something similar to this in the NBA.
No, you would never see this in the NBA. God. Right, dude.
Imagine Mike Malone kicking out Nikola Jokic to the locker room.
Nope.
Or Coach Bud kicking out Giannis off the court for not listening to what he wants.
Play fast, play random.
What? However, it is no secret about the coaching system in the top leagues in Europe. You better listen, play 200%, and especially do what your coach tells you to do. Or else...
How many fouls I got? That's bullshit, like a big time bullshit.
Talk to him.
Big time.
People can call it overboard, but it's just the way they show passion and show how they want to win the game. They do not
Facts.
care about your feelings.
Facts.
But that pressure can lead to even more success down the road.
Very
The
true.
name Luka Doncic is a staple in the NBA. One of the best players in the league at 22 years old. Hits
The
clutch
dopest.
shot after clutch shot and can carry his team every night. It's crazy. And it is no secret that you have to be mentally tough to play in any top league.
Facts.
Especially a distinguished club such as Real Madrid, where he became a pro at 16 years old. Getting roasted by your coach for not playing well, no problem. Just hit 3 consecutive three-pointers to get your team back in the game. This was just a sneak peek about what's to come
Oof.
in his future basketball career.
Oof.
So when he came to the NBA, there were many questions about how he would fare in the league. How would he do against tougher competition? And then we found out that he is doing absolutely excellent in the NBA.
Of
But
course.
something he said in his young career which got people talking. Scoring in the NBA is easier than scoring in Europe.
I agree.
Let's be honest, it's not really a surprise. As Doncic himself put it up, the court is larger in the NBA, and there is no 3-second rule in Europe, so it's easier to score. This just shows that the rules and games are played different in Europe compared to the NBA.
Absolutely.
If I were to go to a game overseas, one of the biggest reasons would be the crowd.
Hey, yo.
100%, no doubt about it. In the NBA, it is more like going to an event with your family and watching some casual basketball. In some European countries, mostly in Eastern Europe, it's a whole different experience.
Bro, just look at that crowd. I can tell by the flags that that's a Serbian game. As if you wouldn't want to go see that. As if you wouldn't want to go see that. If you were to go to a EuroLeague game, who would you go and see? Jump in the comments, let me know.
And if there was one thing that could describe this, it would be unforgettable.
That looks lit.
I mean, just listen to this.
Bro, that looks fire. Full ripping flares, tifos. You would have thought this was a football game, bro.
All things considered, the European basketball scene is far more different than
Yo!
structure, system, and culture in Europe distinguishes themselves from its counterpart in
Very
the
different.
NBA.
Much more
To be
free.
honest, that is completely fine, and I would definitely love to go to a EuroLeague game in the near future and experience something like this.
Eurostep Hoops, that's an absolutely amazing video. Thank you so much. Fire video, fire video. I would absolutely have to agree with the comment that was made at the very beginning, which is that, you know, you would never see in the NBA a coach yanking out their best player in the fourth quarter because they disagree with them. Yeah, they might get benched, and there's been famous instances where coaches have had arguments with players, and I mean, we don't really have to, there's so many, there's too many to get through. I mean, you can just start and stop at Latrell Sprewell. but the big thing is that the playing style is super, super different. I commented on the video that the way that they play basketball in the NBA, as opposed to the way that they play in the European style of play, it is way more for entertainment in the NBA. The court, like what was mentioned, the court is larger, the games are longer, they're like an extra 2 minutes on each quarter. You know, you've got these aspects in the way that they play the game and they officiate the game made to be more entertaining and appealing to the viewer and to try and make it more fast-paced, as opposed to making it, you know, like with a FIBA orientated court, which is essentially the size courting that they use for everywhere else, including in Europe, is much smaller. So when the court is smaller, you don't have as much space to create ISO situations. You know, you don't have as long of a shot. You still got long shots that have to be made, but that's less space for the defenders to have to cover. So it creates a much more technical aspect of basketball. The other thing that you can see as well from as early as the, you know, 90s, late 80s, early 90s, when you started to see the European invasion with much more well-rounded players coming from Europe, they had a way more complete game. There was not just like, you know, you wouldn't just see a big man just play the post. You know, they would have much more of a complete all-around game. You know, you would see them be comfortable with shooting, be comfortable with passing, be comfortable with controlling the ball a lot more. Perfect example of that is you could look at Nikola Jokic. If you haven't checked out my reaction to Nikola Jokic, go ahead and give it a watch and you'll see exactly what I mean. The pressure factor was an absolute point as well. I've actually seen coaches like fully snap it. You know, coaches that I've played for fully snap it, like crack the shits because things aren't going to the way that they play. And although you'll see coaches snap it, you know, in NBA games, a lot of the time it's at the officiating. I think it's far less often that you see them sort of snapping it at players, and you even see like players sometimes get away with some real disrespectful shit in the way that they approach, you know, assistant coaches and all that sort of stuff. That stuff doesn't fly in other cultures of basketball. So it was a really, really interesting look into the way that European basketball is played. I've mentioned before, I'm a big fan of European basketball, and this video is a little bit different to the type of video that I would normally react to, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I'm really happy that I came across the video. I wasn't expecting it to be a narrated video, and I sure as hell wasn't expecting to see like those super lit crowds like I did at the sort of earlier stage of the video. But guys, look, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed kicking it with me today, because I absolutely enjoyed kicking it with you. If you did enjoy the video, consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already. It absolutely does help you, boy. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am currently pushing to reach my first 1K subscribers. So it would absolutely mean the world to get your love and support. But on that note, I'm going to bid you farewell. And until next time, make sure you're looking after yourself, take care, and be safe. All right. Peace.